It is 9:15 now. By this point, you've likely wrapped up the fall cleanup of your garden, but if you're missing out on those beautiful blooms, here is a potential solution.
Garden guide Dale Kay is live for us this morning with some tips to make your home shine through the holidays and, cure maybe those winter blues. Hi, Dale. Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. Yeah, it's going to be a long winter, especially if you're the garden guy. I'm going to be coming up with about, I don't know how many segments of rigmarole for winter gardening, but this is definitely one that you can kick off the season with. And we're talking about bulbs, and the great thing about bulbs is they are easy to force indoors. I should mention that you can actually keep planting, there's tulips and things behind me here. You can actually keep planting those in your garden outdoors up until the ground freezes, so definitely still time to do some of that. But you can also force them indoors, and even some tulips are labeled that way that are more ideal for forcing. You can see just right on the box here, it says ideal for forcing. So they are always good selections that you can plant indoors and then have them bloom indoors. Now the thing with maybe like daffodils and tulips and hyacinths, they are the bulbs that need a cooling period to help them bloom in the spring or bloom inside your home. So essentially they need about 12 to 16 weeks of temperatures 40 to 45 degrees. Now you'll actually find that maybe in your basement refrigerator. You might find that in a root cellar. You could also trench them in the ground outside in containers and then bring them back indoors. You would maybe put some sand around them to bring them back indoors. So you can plant them and then bring them out after that 16-week period, bring them into some warm sunshine, maybe like next to a window indoors, and then with temperatures around 70 degrees, just like we have in the spring, they will start to bloom. So tulips, daffodils, hyacinths, they need to go in the fridge, pop them in the fridge, 40 to 45 degrees, 12 to 16 weeks, and Bob's your uncles, you will have some beautiful blooms, and that will be timed out maybe if you started now for February and March. Now there are also bulbs that don't need any of those cooling periods at all, and they're really fun and actually quite seasonal at this time of year. Paper whites is one, really super easy to grow. They literally don't even need any soil. You can see this one is just planted in some rocks and some stones. The bulbs are positioned, and already they're starting to grow, and they'll get some beautiful white buds on them, and they'll be quite fragrant as well, quick to bloom. The only problem with paper whites is they do tend to stretch a little bit and get really tall. One little thing that you can do, if you have some clear alcoholic liquid, maybe like vodka or gin. Actually, I like gin because it kind of smells botanical and kind of smells a little bit spicy for the season. You can actually put a couple of shots of a clear alcohol like that into the paper white water, and that will actually help stunt the growth or stop them stretching. Also, having them a little bit further away from a window will also help stop them stretching as well. The other one is amaryllis, and these are really kind of a spectacular bloom. You'll find them predominantly in pinks, whites, reds, and there's also bicolors as well, which are kind of quite nice. And these guys take about 6 to 8 weeks to bloom. No forcing required on either of those, so you don't have to monkey around putting them in the refrigerator at all. Just kind of plant and go. And if you want your amaryllis timed for the holidays, right around Christmas, well then you would plant them right now. And one little tip that I do is I'll actually plant one maybe today, and then I'll plant one maybe towards the end of the week or early next week. That way it takes some of that timing out of it, and then I'm sure to have blooms for the holidays. So selection, of course, with any bulbs is key. Always give them a little bit of a touch test. Make sure there's no, actually this one's a little bit soft, so I like to kind of choose them really like rock hard. That way you can ensure that the bulb is in good shape. Of course, you've got a fibrous root system there. The sprout comes out of the top. And the bigger the bulb, generally the better, because the bigger the bulb, the more spikes you will have when it comes time to bloom. So a big bulb like this one, I don't have my cheaters on, but let me see. It's about a 30 centimeter bulb. You'll actually get about 3 to 4 flower spikes. This is really, really spectacular. From there, all you need is kind of a snug, tight-fitting pot. This one would do quite nicely. Potting soil goes in. Well, goes everywhere if I'm doing it, I guess. You want to have it sitting up just a little bit. Of course, roots go down, a little bit of potting soil. This is also not only a great DIY project for you, it's a great DIY project for kids, grandkids as well. And that is really, oh, that's really it. Keep it moist, not wet. Put this by a sunny window, and then come for the holidays, you'll have some beautiful blooms. Also makes a great gift as well, hostess gift, any gift for the gardener. You can buy them in little gift kits like this. But enjoy blooms indoors, because by geez, by jingoes, by crikey, it's going to get a wee little bit cold. It's going to last for months, but bulbs will help cure those winter blues. A lot of talking, I know. A lot of things to keep track of, but
Yeah,
have fun.
you did a good job in spreading this out, because you've got a long winter, and we got to think about enjoying the bulbs and the color all winter long. So, and we're just in November.
I'll keep coming up with some stuff every week.
Some stuff. And thanks for reminding us that
stuff.
it takes forever and it's a long winter. Thanks,
Yeah.
Dale. We needed that, just in case we forgot.
Forever's a lot longer than what I used to think it was.
All right, Dale, thank you.